What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Stephen A. Smith again. You know, Stephen A. Smith is somebody who has been a source of controversy. He has been somebody that says things to get himself trending. I truly believe he does this on purpose. He goes on TV and is very animated. And he has created this beef between him and Kyrie, because that's what he did. That was, I don't like the fact that Kyrie won't get the jab like I did, so I'm going to go in on Kyrie as much as possible. Now, we can critique Kyrie Irving and his play on the court, but it seems to me that Stephen A has taken this personally, because Stephen A. Smith will do anything to make money, I believe. He will work for a company that is pushing a social justice narrative that is failing. And he's the top moneymaker there. He is the face of that network, and I have said this. So he is pushing these narratives that the blue check marks are approving. I could tell, because it seems like y'all don't dislike Stephen A. Smith anymore. All of a sudden now he's a fan favorite. Every chance a lot of you got to go at Stephen A. Smith, you did. But now all of a sudden, he's not a coon no more. Now, what Kyrie Irving did, I have no issue with it. He didn't want to take the jab. He didn't want to feel like he was pressured to take the jab, and he chose to sit out. I ain't got no problem with that, because he is a man of principle. He has beliefs, and he refused to bend the knee in order to, and y'all gotta understand, I don't even think he got paid. Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think he was paid for those games he missed. It is the media and these politicians that push this get the jab or else mandates that a lot of people don't agree with. Kyrie was one of them, and Stephen A. Smith has made him a target every chance he got to go at Kyrie Irving, because I'm giving y'all the background. Every chance he gets to go at Kyrie. Now, you want to critique Kyrie's on-court play, you can. But I do not, I will not hold against Kyrie that he did not want to get the jab, and he decided to sit out because he was not going to be forced to put something into his body that he did not want there. Now, it is what it is. And there's a lot of people who agree with Kyrie. That's why Kyrie never got the jab. Now, let's get into what Stephon Marbury had to say. Stephon Marbury had some things to say. Now, Stephen A. Smith ended up responding and hitting him with a low blow. We're going to get into that. Let's get into this article from, let's see, is it AFD digital.com? AFdigital.com? It says, former NBA player Stephon Marbury offered a blistering critique of ESPN's Stephen A. Smith, saying that the controversial commentator is frustrated about never becoming a basketball star. This is probably what pissed off Stephen A. Smith. Kyrie Irving talk by Stephen A. Smith has Stephon Marbury talking to Bally Sports. Let's see. I'm starting to think Stephen A. Smith thinks he is a star for speaking the English language loud and obnoxious on TV. I truly believe he's upset that he couldn't play ball in front of 19,000 people every night. So he reverted towards targeting badge people who look like him, who have the true intentions on earth to be real and authentic towards helping people. Now, I don't know if I agree with that, but I do think that Stephen A. Smith played basketball, I believe, in college, and I'm sure he would want to play in the NBA. Stephon Marbury got that opportunity, and that's why Stephen A. talks about sports, and he is more of a basketball guy than anything else. Is he jealous and envious of basketball players? I don't know. I can't really say that for sure, but Stephon Marbury believes that. Stephon Marbury believes that. Now, the thing about this is that they've had issues before. As of October of last year, say Stephen A. Smith and Stephon Marbury engaged in an all-out war over Kyrie's anti-vax drama. This is where all this is coming from. is from the Vax drum. And this is what Stephon Marbury had to say then. He says, it's sad to hear Stephen A. Smith talk about Kyrie Irving the way how he's talking about him, calling him selfish. This man has done so much stuff for human beings and giving back and trying to help so many different people of all different cultures, Marbury said in a now viral tirade. This is what happens when you have people like this guy who's animated, not realistic about what it is that he speaks and talks about. He played a little bit of basketball, but come on, seriously, you letting this guy talk to you about sports? This guy never got hit in a football game. He never swung a bat. And this is the person who they have speaking and talking about what's going on in sports. Man, you need to defund his voice. Stephen A. Smith fires back. He says, I'm not going to go off on Stephon Marbury, but I will say that Stephon Marbury has had a problem with me since 2009 because we thought he was a bit bizarre when he was eating Vaseline, literally on video, like it was a bunch of cheeseburgers, like gobbling Vaseline, crying, later admitted he was depressed. Stephon Marbury was somebody that was considered an incredible, tremendous talent, but who had leadership issues. And it seems more than, I guess, appropriate that he would come to the support of Kyrie Irving. While Smith started out his statement by saying that he wouldn't go off on Marbury, there's no denying that he absolutely ripped him apart in his rant here. This is honestly the first time I've heard about Marbury's Vaseline eating incident, and the fact that Smith brought this up is a clear sign things have gotten personal between the two. No, I think that was a turning point in Stephon Marbury's life. That was a turning point in Stephon Marbury's life when he wanted to make a change. And he did. He went over to China and he played basketball, became a legend over there. Let's get into it. How Stephon Marbury hit rock bottom during his 24-hour live stream, I Wanted to Die. This is when he ate the Vaseline. The video's on YouTube. He was struggling. He had a breakdown. That was the lowest points of his life. But guess what, Stephen A? Guess what? He was able to rise above it. He was able to find new life. He was able to become successful in another country. He was able to find the peace that he was looking for. So bringing that up does what? Let's get back to this. Go here. Marbury comments were offered in the wake of Smith's criticism of Brooklyn Nets guard Kyrie Irving, whose team was swept in this season's NBA playoffs by the Boston Celtics. Those comments by Smith came on Friday during his First Take program and were actually a mix of praise and criticism towards Irving. Smith began by praising the veteran guard's talent before then referring to him as delusional. I guess anybody that doesn't bend the knee to the woke mob is delusional. The comments aren't the first time Smith has directed criticism towards the controversial Irving. Previously, Smith had gone after Irving for refusing to take the vax, and I don't blame him whatsoever. The decision by Irving resulted in the star guard missing a good portion of the season, an absence that undoubtedly cost the Nets the season. The 45-year-old Marbury last played in the NBA during the 2008-2009 campaign, but then went on to play basketball for a number of years in China. Despite that lengthy absence from the NBA scene, Marbury has offered opinions on players from time to time. Smith is known for offering bombastic remarks on any number of topics that a good deal of his comments are basketball related. That style of commenting has been controversial at times, though it's privately been lucrative for the 54-year-olds. Of course it is. He got a huge contract by ESPN, so it's very lucrative. Listen, Stephen A. Smith is going to be Stephen A. Smith. There have been times I've defended Stephen A. Smith on things. There's times where I'm critical of him, and the fact that he wants to go on a campaign to get people to dislike. I don't want to use that term. He's pushing a narrative of Kyrie is selfish because he didn't get the jab. I don't like that and I don't appreciate it. I support anybody who don't want to get the jab. I don't care what their occupation is. Because at the end of the day, that person has to live with that. Now, you went and did it. Good for you. Good for you. You did it because you're at a company that has mandates, and that's why you did it. You want to continue to make the money that you're making. But you can't sit here and tell another human being what they should or shouldn't do with their health. And people who talk like this, I have no respect for. Am I going to tell you how to live your life? Am I going to tell you what type of women you should be dating, or what type of car you should drive, how you should dress to first take? What's going on in your family? I think not. I think not. But the fact that Marbury is somebody that has been able to rebuild himself, he's a success story. He really is. Not just from getting to the NBA, but the fact that he mentally went through it and he was able to make a success of himself in a whole nother country. A whole nother country. And he's been able to find that peace. He's made mistakes. He's not perfect. But I don't think he gets on here just to bash or demean anybody. And again, I'm not a hater of Stephen A. Smith. I'm a truth teller. And when you're somebody that's pushing narratives because you still want to get that nice sizable check, that you're willing to act a complete moron on TV and throw people under the bus because they didn't do what you did, you think they're selfish, whatever. That again, once again, you can't tell a person to play Russian roulette with their health. You can't get upset when they don't do what you did. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like the video, share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to all the other channels, and I'll see y'all on the next one.